Start of the ninth Cherry City Music Festival. My name is Ross Schwartzendruber, and I'm with Salem Creative Network. We're doing this show for 9 years now, and I'd like to introduce tonight's co-host.
Hi, I'm Melanie Zermer, and I'm with KMUZ Community Radio. And we're also broadcasting this event live at both 88.5 and 100.7 FM. So this is one of our collaborative projects with CCTV, so KMUZ is real excited to be here.
Yeah, I think it's a great way to show off the community and get our community resources working for getting the message out for good talent in Salem. I know you guys are all about the music on KMUZ, and CCTV has really been picking up a lot of great programming for music, and I think the more we work together, the better this is going to be for everybody, because these guys need exposure.
Yeah, that's right. And so this is great. This is a great event to showcase a lot of fairly local bands. I know we've got some people coming down from Portland, but this really is a mid-Willamette Valley type of event. And we have a lot of good musicians down here. We don't need to leave the valley to hear good music. And you're going to be hearing a lot of it here tonight as well as all this weekend.
Hey, let's talk about tonight's lineup here.
Yeah, well, first of all, we're going to start off with the Eric Lovre Band. And for those of you who do not know Eric Lovre, you know that he has been involved in music for over 30 years. The famous Dharma Bums from the late 80s, early 90s, kind of a post-60s power pop sound. And he's bringing us a fairly new project to us today. And maybe we should ask him more about his band.
Yeah, well, let's get to that in a couple seconds. I wanted to talk about my fun with the Dharma Bums, the West Side Show. You guys did a couple of those, but you can't ever forget that one.
Yeah, those were the good old days, you know, the real days of rock and roll. You know, they really were.
All right, so that was back in the day, huh?
Yeah, you know, I always say if my guitar could talk, I'd be in prison, you know.
Yeah, we better keep that one quiet.
All right, yeah, we better keep that one quiet. So another thing we want to let you, if you're listening live right now, we want to hear from you, and there's different ways that you can talk to us. You can, why don't you hold that, because I need to look at my notes. So first of all, if you're a texter, pull out your phone and you can send your comments to this number, 22333. And when you start to text that message, start the message out with CCTV space and then your message. It'll show up on the screen. You can also Twitter at CCTV or go to the Facebook, CCTV Salem, and send us your comments. We want to know what you think of the show. We want to know that you're out there listening.
Right, so Facebook, Twitter, texting, we've got it all for you to contact us, and we'll get your tweets and Facebook messages and everything on the air. And I think one great thing to start off with is where you saw these guys live in the past few years. I think there's a lot of great places in Salem that they've been, especially this last year. So I have one more piece of housekeeping to go before we get into some music, and I'd like to say that this event is partially funded by the Transit Occupancy Tax Fund from the City of Salem, so we can give them a big shout out on that.
Very good.
So I am going to let you talk to Eric a little bit, and I'm going to go see if I can get busy doing some other stuff.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, Melanie.
Thank you so much. So we were talking a little bit before the show. Just tell us a little bit about this current project that's going on right now.
Well, I started my own band about 5 years ago. I released a record called Broken High Fidelity, and it was a whole different band, and that band fell apart after a couple years, and I put this band together about 2 years ago, and we released an album last fall. Michael joined us just here in the last few months, and we're having a good time doing it. You know, it's lots of fun, you know, for a bunch of old people.
Yeah, but we could rock. We old people know how to rock, and we're not afraid to show it.
No way, no, we're bigger fools than the kids are. That's for sure.
Why don't you introduce your band?
Sure. On the bass is Sean Carlson over there, and over here's Beth Dixon on vocals, and Michael Coulter on the drums.
All right, well, here we go. So let's take it off with the Eric Lovre Band.
Toys are fair.
poison green. Something mean is going on, so obscene. Poison green. Something mean is going on. So obscene, poison green. Something mean is going on. So obscene, poison green. Something mean is going on and on. Thank you, guys. Well, I do a song written by a buddy of mine named Scott McCoy. This is called Original Luke. Original Luke was a careless man, hot as a Grand Kool-Aid. The silos tall over Great North Gorge, a shadow in each hand, a shadow across the land. Original Luke found it better times, lanky around like a bag of wine. His halo gone and his hand below, empty in his prime. A man so out of time. I'm just trying to tell you how tied my soul is tied. I'm just trying to tell you the wires are all unwired. My gold is rolling down and down, and my lost soul is so tired. It's run down by a coffee stand, a famous caffeinated brand. You don't ride down in a black man hole, a good girl in each hand, a shadow across the land. I'm just trying to tell you how tied my soul is tied. I'm just trying to tell you the wires are all unwind. My love is rolling down and down, and my lost soul is so tired. Original Luke guzzled gasoline. He drank it down till his tube was clean. The pine trees bent down to make a box for ashes in a dream. There's nothing much between. I'm just trying to tell you how tied my soul is tied. I'm just trying to tell you the wires are all unwired. My love is rolling down and down, and my lost soul is so tired. Original Luke was a careless man, hot as the Grand Kool-Aid. Thank you. We'll Do a song off the record Midnight Sun. It's called Splendor.
If there's a reason to live, I think this is it. Learning to walk again, live and forget. When you come down from your castle high in the sky, it seems the world is clearer when seen eye to eye. If you have found that your precious time is drawing near, learning to remind yourself about what is so dear. When you come down from your castle high in the clouds, then you will find that your river runs dry and dies out. When you come down from your pedestal up in the sky, it seems the world is much clearer when seen eye to eye.
Thank you. Can you guys hear the vocals? It's just in the wedge right here. Hey! Right on. This is a song, another song off the record. Yeah, they're just in the monitors here, so we're the only one who get to hear the singing. You'll have to talk to the management. Anyway, this is a song off the record, and it's called Dreaming All Day Long. sun is shining somewhere else. You find me waiting on the bottom shelf. Another loser, another day. I'll be finding another way, 'cause I'm dreaming all day long. Yes, indeed, I'm dreaming all day long. Can't you see I'm dreaming all day long? It's what I need, I'm dreaming all day long. Cause I'm dreaming all day long. Yes, indeed, I'm dreaming all day long. Can't you see I'm dreaming all day long? It's what I need, I'm dreaming. Thank you, guys. Anyone notice it was hot in here? Maybe it's just hot over here. Anyway, this is a song I wrote about Bend, Oregon. It's called They Came from Mars. Where did all those pretty people come from? Who let all those pretty people in? They came from Mars in plastic SUVs and cars. They came from Mars, and they don't smoke in bars. Where did all that foolish thinking come from? Where did all that
in the tragic pond, wave a magic wand. On the August Friday, there's a station west way. Strings for a space safe, sound blast fantastica. How high the autumn comes the midnight sun, and I'm a soundproof clown for a life, and I'm a soundproof clown for a life, and I'm a soundproof clown for a life, and I'm a soundproof clown for a life. Pardon our appearance, just got out of jail. It's been nothing but a circus, a story out of this world. I'm on life alert, I got stooges to burn. Wonder how it sounds in space, I'm a manual of disgrace, and I'm a soundproof clown for a life, and I'm a soundproof clown for a life, and I'm a soundproof clown for a life, and I'm a soundproof clown for a life. And I'm a soundproof clown for a life, and I'm a soundproof clown for a life, and I'm a soundproof clown for a life, and I'm a soundproof clown for a life.
Thank you. That was a clown for a lie.
Like us. Clown.
Like Joe Pesci and Goodfellas. What are we, a clown? We're here to amuse you.
There's a song called Psycho Flake.
I'm ready. I won't rush or drag.
And when you think it's time to feel alright, that's when the lights go out That's when you find out you were wrong all along. I keep searching for a gentle answer around the pills that fix a depressed mind. She's a little psycho flick, thinking about what she can take. She's a little psycho flick, her laundry won't wait. She's a little psycho flick, thinking about what she can take. She's a little psycho flick, her laundry won't wait. Her laundry won't wait. Her laundry won't wait. Her laundry won't wait. Thank you.
Thank you.
It is warming.
The drummer's got the fan. Sorry. Should I turn it towards the rest of you?
Yeah, the guy at the least chair has the biggest fan.
This was a song I wrote for my old band, the Dharma Booms. But they broke up before we could learn it. I would live my every dream. It would be a real good thing. You, my friend, will not come clear. Recognize these things I did. It is all I'll give to you. Truth about the world is true. Everyone's the same inside. Sometimes we do just to hide. I will not be bound by these foolish things. I will not give in to these foolish could shake these foolish things. I will not give on by these foolish things. I will not give in to these foolish things. To these foolish things. I will not be bound by these foolish things. I will not give in to these foolish things. To these foolish things. To these foolish things. Thanks, everybody. Well, we're going to do a few more songs before the next thing happens. We don't know what that'll be. When Cam Musi is here, you can never tell what's going to happen.
It gets crazy.
Anyway, we're gonna go in the studio soon, make a record, and this is one of the songs we're gonna record. It's called Blacktop Baby. I wanna play by the rules. I was skipping school. I've nothing better to do. I got my eyes on you. I like the things that you do. I've nothing better to do. Well, it's ride, 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 little blacktop baby. Ride, 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 little blacktop baby. Ride, ride, ride. Ride, ride, ride. Ride, ride, ride. Ride, 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 little blacktop girl. I'll never settle down. I'll keep moving around. But I'm headed out of town. Time's got me by the tail. Time is leaving a good trail. I'm just beginning to wear. Well, it's ride, 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 little blacktop baby. Ride, 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 little blacktop baby. Ride, ride, ride. Ride, blacktop girl. Well, it's a ride, 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 little blacktop baby. Ride, 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 little blacktop baby. Ride, ride, ride. Ride, ride, ride. Ride, ride, ride. Ride, 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 little blacktop girl. My little blacktop girl. Yeah, my little blacktop girl. Yeah, my little blacktop girl. Thank you. All right, we're going to do a couple more. And this one is a song, another song off the record. It's called Dream Away From Me. Open your eyes, see what you can, and sail away somewhere again. Dream away from me, dream away from me, dream away from me. Dream away from me, dream away from me, dream away from me. Empty your heart of all its pain, and you can start to begin again. Dream away from me, dream away from me, dream away from me. Dream away from me, dream away from me, dream away from me. Tell me your crime, I'll tell you mine. Your heart is gold, so it's been told. Dream away from me, dream away from me, dream away from me. Dream away from me, dream away from me, dream away from me. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
This is our last song. Thanks, everybody. It's called Taking the Highway.
get it right now, 'cause you're insane, and I don't like you. If the choice is your way, on the highway, if the choice is your way, I'm taking the highway away from you. I'm taking the highway, nothing you can do. If you're gonna give me picture of death, it's gonna hurt me. I'll say what I've said. Have you no respect now? For anyone but you. Have you got no conscience of anything you do? If the choice is your way, or the highway, if the choice is your way, I'm taking the highway away from you. I'm taking the highway, nothing you can do. If the choice is your way, or the highway, if the choice is your way, I'm taking the highway away from you. I'm taking the highway, nothing you can do. I'm taking the highway away from you. I'm taking the highway, nothing you can do.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
So I'm going to do some stuff here.
Eric Lovre.
Yeah. So again, that was the Eric Lovre Band, and this is the kickoff for the Cherry City Music Festival. We're doing this live here at the CCTV studios. We're going to interview Eric in just a minute. I'm going to let him catch his breath, wipe the sweat off his brow. I mean, was that some guitar playing or what? Yeah. So you can hear some clapping in the background. That's because we have a live studio audience, and I forgot to mention earlier that you are all welcome to come on down to 575 Trade Street right in the CCTV studios. Experience this great band live. Coming up next, you're going to want to stick around for that, is the Stillwater Vibes, a young group, but they play fabulous blues. But I think we got Eric here. I'd like to talk a little bit with him about, so what'd you think about your performance tonight, Eric?
I try never to think about it.
That's probably a good idea. You just got to do.
Every time I play, glad it's over. You know?
But I'm telling you, that guitar playing was just so magnificent. I mean, have you been playing since you were like 3?
I started playing guitar in 1971, 72, when I was 6, and and I've been playing ever since. So what's that? 43 years.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do math, but you grew up in this area, right?
I grew up in Silverton.
Yeah. And you know, I love it when people grow up here and they stay here. So there's got to be something that draws you right here in the Mid-Willamette Valley.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a 4th generation Oregonian. My family came here in covered wagons, so I have a deep connection. You know, we came and killed the Indians for everybody else.
Ooh, well, okay, we don't want to go there right now.
Well, that's what happened. You know?
Yeah, I guess that's the truth of it. That's the truth of it. So now the Dharma Bums, tell us just a little bit about that, because that was a pretty famous band here in the Northwest in the 80s.
Yes, it was. Yeah, that was me and a bunch of buddies from high school. And yeah, we toured the world for 7 years together. We played 250 shows a year for 7 years straight.
Mm-hmm. And so
released 3 albums and sold 250,000 records.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of music. And I know you guys still get together once in a while. Do you have any plans to get together in the near future?
Not really. No. We're like a divorce. You know, it's like we get back together and once every 10 years or something.
Yeah, you try it again. It's like, yeah, this is why we broke up the first time, right?
Yeah, nothing really ever changes.
Right, that's
But
true.
it's a good bunch of guys, you know, and we enjoy hanging out when we do hang out.
Yeah,
you know.
great. Well, again, this is the Eric Lovre Band. Do you have any other live shows coming up either this weekend or in the near future?
Next Friday night, Boone's Treasury, the 10th.
All
We're
right.
doing that, and then after that, it's not until June and July.
All right. Well, thank you so much. This was such a fabulous kickoff start. I mean, it was a real kickoff for this Cherry City Music Festival. And so you can continue to listen on CCTV Live. You can hear it on KMUZ at 100.7 and 88.5 FM, or come on down to the studios. They're doing this again tomorrow night from 5 to 8, and it's going to be all Latin music, all Spanish-speaking music. So that'll be great. And Saturday from noon to 6, they're still going to be here. And let's see. Remember, you can let us know what you think about this festival by, you can text CCTV, and that texting number is 22333. And when you start your message, start it out with CCTV with a space and then the message. Your message will show up on the screen. You can also Twitter at CCTV, or you can go to the Facebook and make a regular post. Just let us know if you're listening, if you're enjoying the show. I mean, this is a lot of energy being put forth by a lot of people. This is a festival, folks. A festival. Yeah. So any other bands that you want to see that you plan on seeing during the festival, Eric?
None that I plan on seeing. My favorite local band's a band called Orchards, and they're not playing, so.
All right. Well, hopefully they'll be here next year. Hear that? Orchards. All right. Okay. Well, again, coming up is Stillwater Vibes. They're setting up in Studio 2, soon to be on. But before they come on, we're going to take just a little bit of a music video break with the Pumps. So don't go away. We'll be right back with live music. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Eric. Eric Lovre Band.